Imagine this. You're uh, dreaming of securing your own idyllic escape in Thailand. We're talking stunning landscapes, that vibrant culture, and, the appealing cost of living. Maybe a beautiful villa overlooking the Andaman Sea in Phuket. And just so everyone knows, that's Phuket, but we'll be pronouncing it the local way, Phuket. Or perhaps a quiet spot over in Koh Samui. It's a pretty enticing vision, isn't it? But okay, here's the real talk. Buying property, especially overseas, it isn't just about finding the perfect place or that amazing view. There is a really crucial, often kind of overlooked financial step. It can basically make or break that whole dream, transferring the funds. So today we're doing a deep dive into a really insightful guide called Thai Property Funds Transfer Guide for Foreign Buyers. Now, this particular guide comes from Ocean Worldwide. They're a luxury real estate agency actually based right there in Phuket, been there since 2004. Their director, Sandra O'Neill, she's apparently helped, well, thousands of families and investors through this exact process. They focus specifically on luxury homes in Phuket and Koh Samui. So this deep dive, it's really designed to be your shortcut to understanding the money side of buying property in Thailand.
Exactly. And our mission today, really, is to unpack the essential bits you absolutely need for a smooth financial transaction. We want to make sure you understand not just what you have to do, but really why it matters so much. Because, look, the right transfer process, it's not just a helpful tip. As this guide from Ocean Worldwide makes crystal clear, it's a non-negotiable legal requirement. It's needed for your foreign ownership to actually be validated under Thai law. If those funds aren't transferred correctly, that dream property, well, it could just stay a dream. Simple as that.
Right. Okay. So given how absolutely foundational this is, what's the number one rule? The first thing foreigners need to know when sending money for property in Thailand.
The core requirement is honestly pretty straightforward, but it is absolutely mandatory. Funds have to be transferred into Thailand in foreign currency, not Thai baht. This isn't
Right.
just, a preference or how they like things done. It's the fundamental legal basis for recognizing you as a foreign owner. If
Yeah.
you send Thai baht, maybe you converted it before sending. Doesn't count. It just doesn't work for the foreign ownership validation. It's a complete non-starter for getting the property registered in your name.
Okay, that makes sense. Keep it in the original currency, dollars, euros, whatever, until it physically arrives in Thailand. So once that foreign currency lands in a Thai bank account, what happens next from the bank side? And what are those crucial bits of paper, the documents we really need to look out for?
Right. So your foreign currency arrives at the Thai bank. First, they'll convert it into Thai baht. And this is where you need to be really precise. The bank will then issue one of two things. Either a foreign exchange transaction form, people often call it an FXT form, or they might issue a credit note. Think of these like your official bank receipt, but more importantly, they're the proof of where the money came from and why. Both of these, the FXT form or the credit note, are absolutely essential. You need them for the final property registration step at the land department. Without one of those, you simply can't register the property. Full stop.
Got it. Foreign currency in, converted, get the form. Okay. But what about even before the money moves, the paper trail aspect? The guide really stresses clearly stating the purpose of the transfer. Why is that specific detail so critical? I mean, I can easily imagine someone just clicking general funds or something by accident.
You've hit on a really crucial point there. And it's a mistake that, well, it happens more often than you'd think. When you set up the transfer from your home country, it's absolutely vital, critical, really, that you explicitly state the purpose. Something like, for the purpose of purchasing property, or for condominium purchase unit number X. This isn't just, red tape. This clarity makes sure the receiving bank in Thailand documents everything correctly. They need to categorize it specifically as a property investment. If the purpose is vague, maybe just personal funds or living expenses, the bank might not issue the right FXT form or credit note. Or even worse, the money could be treated as just general income. That could lead to unforeseen tax issues or big hurdles when you try to register the property. Getting that purpose clear right at the start. It paves the way for everything else to go smoothly, but only if it's clear.
Okay, so purpose statement is key. Then we get this foreign exchange transaction form, the FXT. Let's dig into that a bit more. Why exactly is this form the critical one, and what actually happens, like in the real world, if you don't have it? Or if there's some kind of issue with it? For instance, you mentioned buying from developers. What if the money goes into their big general account first? Does that cause problems?
Yet the FXT form or the credit note, it's critical because it is the irrefutable proof. Proof that the money came from overseas, in foreign currency, and specifically for buying property. You absolutely must have this document when you go to the land department to register the property in your name. And to your point about developers, yes, that's a crucial detail, something Ocean Worldwide probably sees a lot. Even if you're buying from a big, reputable developer, you need to make sure that the FXT form or the credit note explicitly names you, the buyer, as the recipient for the property purchase. Or, at the very least, it should clearly reference your specific condo unit number or the purchase agreement details. Sometimes, yeah, the money might go into a developer's general holding account first. That can definitely cause headaches later when you're trying to prove to the land department where your specific funds came from. Without this precise documentation, or if it's, say, issued incorrectly with the wrong details, the guide warns you could face significant delays, maybe extra legal costs or just outright complications. It could potentially even jeopardize the whole purchase. It's the paper trail. It validates your legal right to own, and it has to be spot on.
Wow, okay. This is clearly a process that demands real precision. From the currency you send to that little purpose statement, right down to getting the exact right form with your name on it, it really highlights why the guide puts such emphasis on getting professional help. So, how do real estate agents like Sandra O'Neill's team at Ocean Worldwide specifically become so valuable in this whole funds transfer part? What makes them indispensable?
Well, they're invaluable for several key reasons, pretty much as the guide lays out. First, you get expert guidance. An experienced agent, especially one specializing in foreign buyers like Ocean Worldwide does in Phuket, understands these financial details inside out. The whole fund transfer maze. Think of them as your, I don't know, financial Sherpas maybe, guiding you through Thailand's regulatory landscape. They can tell you exactly what documents you need, make sure you don't miss any crucial steps or fall into those common traps we just talked about.
Right, avoiding the pitfalls.
Exactly. And second, they can save you real time and money. Mistakes here, as we've seen, they can be expensive. They lead to delays, extra bank charges, maybe even serious problems with registering the property title. An agent helps you navigate that smoothly, avoiding those costly errors.
Makes sense. What else?
Third, they just streamline the whole thing. Good agents, especially local ones, often have existing relationships with the local banks. They know the bank's specific processes and people. They can help facilitate the communication, chase the documentation, just make the whole transaction faster and much more efficient for you. And finally, maybe this is the biggest thing, peace of mind. Knowing you have an experienced professional guiding you through something this complex, especially transferring large sums internationally for property, it lets you actually focus on the exciting part. Your new investment, the move, instead of getting totally bogged down in the confusing world of international finance rules.
Okay, so pulling it all together then, transferring funds for property in Thailand, it's really not just about wiring the money. It demands incredible precision, a really clear grasp of the legal must-dos. It's all about how every single step of that transfer is documented, especially getting those crucial foreign exchange transaction forms or credit notes absolutely right.
Precisely. And that's where engaging an experienced real estate agent, like the source suggests, provides more than just advice. It adds a critical layer of security and efficiency to your whole property investment journey over there. It helps make sure that your dream property in Thailand actually becomes a reality, without all the unnecessary stress and potential complications. They handle that vital financial framework for you.
Yeah, this deep dive, it really has shown a light on how steps that seem straightforward on the surface can have all these hidden complexities underneath, especially, like you said, with international deals where you might not know the local laws or how things work on the ground. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other areas in your life might actually benefit from a closer look at the fine print, or maybe getting some expert guidance to navigate those unseen challenges, something to think about.